welcome to another edition of the Turnbuckle. And so we might have to put this in different segments. Could be super duper long.
Nah, we'll be alright.
Because we're going to be talking about Hell in a Cell and what happened last night in Raw. So to my right is...
Oh, I'm surprised you got the right thing.
Hey, I was about to put the L's up.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't
I'll have
even
to put
know.
L's up today.
We got Dan Thompson on the 1s and 2s on the right.
To my
Kyle
left.
Gresham on the 2s and 1s.
It's your boy Nikki J. So, to kick off Hell in a Cell, it was actually John Cena's open challenge. And there was some speculation about who was going to answer the call.
I just want to say nobody fucking, like, not just us, nobody in America.
Who did you think it
like,
was going to be
there's nobody who's like, oh, yeah, he's going to come, that guy's going to come back.
I really thought it was going to be somebody from NXT. Like, it just seemed that way.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be someone
You
from
know.
the NXT, but then I was like, John Cena's giving it away. They wouldn't give it away to someone from the NXT so soon. And then I was like, my boy Daniel Bryan's coming back.
No.
My boy
I think
Daniel
that was
Bryan's
on the-
coming back.
On the last episode, too, that we
Yeah.
had that.
So, it was actually...
Zeb Coulter.
Zeb Coulter. And when he came out, I
I
was
lost
like,
it.
you gotta be kidding me. Jack Swagger is gonna be the guy to do this. I'm like,
They fucked on everybody because they played Jack Swagger's music for Zeb Coulter and everything.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was it was weird because I really didn't like Jack Swagger when he was gone, but when Zeb Coulter came, I was like, no, I'm ready for a revival of Jack Swagger right
well,
now.
I was hoping, like, when I saw him come out, I'm like, and it was just him, I'm like, who's it gonna be? I was like, I don't know who's gonna be now. And then it was Alberto Del Rio.
Of like all
Of
the
all
people.
And it's funny that now they're making Zeb Coulter, like, not, like, super
A
American.
racist.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not a racist anymore.
No, he's new wave American now.
Which I guess is good for the brand, I guess. But now it's a whole, like, okay, America and Mexico, they got to work together. We got to have synergy between the countries.
American,
Mexican,
yeah.
is that some shit like
well,
that?
WWE is like
Mexican.
really big on like having a good like political face. Like when that shit with like Hulk Hogan were like fucking cut all merchandising and all time. You want to see like they probably went back on old episodes in Raw and just fucking like green screened him out of the fight. So it's just some dude wrestling himself. Like he is completely wiped clean,
Yeah.
which I still think is kind of fucked up.
But it was a shock because Alberto Del Rio got fired a couple of years ago for the whole racist incident. And so he went to go to the indie circuit and to like down to Mexico's thing.
Which is
What is it, Triple A or
yeah,
something like
AAA.
that? And he's actually the mega champion.
Yeah.
That's what
The-
they call it, the mega
The
champion.
mega champion,
They call it the mega
dude.
champion.
Mexican wrestling is so cool.
Can I be a mega champion? That's the coolest title.
So he has the
Mega
Mega
champion sounds like a
Championship
fucking
in
like
the US one
Digivolution
now.
term.
For real.
And so it was a shocker, but he actually put up a good match, even though Cena, on the first try with a finisher, got the whole 1-2-3 down. That never happens with John Cena. With like Alberto Del Rio putting his finisher on John Cena.
Oh, yeah, just that
usually when
one
someone
kick,
does a
yeah.
finisher on John Cena, he kicks out at 2.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
Well, they had a pay-per-view to get to, so.
The match, though,
wasn't that long.
overall, to me, it seemed rushed, right?
It was
yeah.
rushed.
It
Yeah.
felt really quick, especially all the other John Cena matches for the U.S. title have been super
Super
long.
long.
Even on Raw, they've been long. But on this one, it seemed like maybe half the time.
It was like
And then
10
like I
minutes.
feel like when I was watching, I was like really excited. I was like, oh man, like I didn't even care about Alberto Del Rio, but the fact that he got fired and then came back and stole it from John Cena, I was like, oh man, it's awesome. And like,
Yeah.
so I was hyped when it happened, but like looking back, I was like,
I'm
it's
kind of
a
excited to
good
see what's
fight.
going to happen with him.
Like now I am, but I'm looking back on the fight itself, I was like, it's okay.
it was
it was
alright.
serviceable.
It was a 2 out of 5.
Yeah,
2 out
it
of
wasn't
5.
a great match, but
wasn't-
it
it
was
wasn't
a
bad.
cool moment.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
So
I got more hype from him coming out than him actually.
we all got
wrestling.
hyped. We all got
Yeah,
hyped.
yeah. We haven't been that hyped in a long
We were
time.
actually
Wow.
watching with people who don't watch wrestling.
They did-
Like, what
they
the
were-
fuck? Like, who's this guy?
They
I
didn't
think I
know.
ran around in a circle.
We all ran, and then they were just
we were like,
like,
go!
and they just kind of sat down and was like, I don't even know what's happening right now. This is weird. But after Alberto Del Rio won, it went on to Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, which I didn't think was going to happen soon either.
Yeah, that came up pretty quickly.
It did, but it was a good match. I really enjoyed watching it, and they both did really well. They used multiple weapons in it, and they both put on a very, very good show.
That was a really brutal, intense. It was, like when he put the fucking stick in like the thing and like this is always true. I was like, dude, like what you can't stomp somebody's head, but you can fucking like impale
Do that,
them.
yeah.
That
or
was
like
pretty cool.
I don't understand like him opening up the chair and putting it on the cage, and then
He slammed his head into it.
and then he slammed and his own head gets slammed through it.
That happens.
And then didn't he get slammed through a table?
There was
He
multiple
got speared.
tables.
Yeah, he got
Multiple
speared
tables.
through a table.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool. I like that one.
Awesome moment.
That was probably like my match of the night right there.
Yeah, it was a good way to end their feud. I feel like it can only
was.
end in a match like
That
a
was
Hell in a
good.
Cell match.
It was good, and I'm glad they're done after since July
Yeah,
till
this been
October.
since Money in the Bank.
Yes,
Their feud has been going
like
on.
they did 4 pay-per-views.
So it's run its course. It went a little bit.
Yeah, he
longer.
went through Dean Ambrose. He went through Seth Rollins.
I'm
he
glad
went through
because it
fucking
introduced a
Roman
new
Reigns.
NXT character, and for some reason,
Brown strong man.
which I like. I wish they added another NXT character to Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns' side instead of Chris Jericho and Randy Orton. I think
Yeah.
that was a
Tyler
bad
Breeze.
choice.
Yeah,
They could have used Baron Corbin or Samoa Joe or
They
someone
kind of
else.
dropped the ball there.
Rhino.
But, I mean, if they were gonna end the feud at Hell in a Cell, it probably would have seemed rushed anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But it was good. I liked it. I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
really
That was-
liked
that was
it.
I
match of the
thoroughly
night,
enjoyed
hands
it.
down.
And then after that was the tag team. And wow, the only good thing about that one was Kofi Kingston grabbing
The trumpet.
the trumpet
The trumpet
and then
that is not a trombone.
throwing it to Bubba, and then falling on the ground Eddie Guerrero style.
Yeah, that was
The best part of the whole match. Other
That
than
was
that, it
awful.
kind of like sucked.
So that kind of sets
But
up
then,
that.
but then he didn't even win that way, which was even dumber.
But they
Yeah.
still won. Why did they? I don't understand why they won. I really thought that. Why would you bring the Dudleys back, have them fight 3 times, and still?
Well, honestly,
coming.
I think
It's
it's what
coming.
he said. Like, if they're gonna win, you gotta have them win at TLC.
It's a slow.
But I wonder what
build.
they're gonna do now at Survivor Series. Maybe give them another Ascension. No,
I'm thinking
kidding.
it's gonna.
I'm kidding with Ascension.
Fuck you, Ascension for president.
They're
Dude, we
never
need
gonna
more
get
Ascension, man. We don't. They're like, because I don't like. They
Did
do
you
with
guys
the
see the
tag
push
team.
John Cena sign though at his match?
The push.
The push. Some
Yeah.
guy in the back had to push
John
John Cena.
That's pretty great. But I think so at Survivor Series. My prediction is that it's going to be another one of those multi-team things.
Yeah.
Like they'll do 3 or 4 teams or some
That'd
bullshit
be
like
cool.
that, and then New Day's going to retain again until TLC, and that's
And then I guess
that
they'll
is
lose
the
it.
Dudleys' time to shine. Is
The
TLC.
New Day is like the most unlikely fucking reigning champions. Like there's no reason for them to be
love
fucking
them. I
champions.
fucking every time
No,
they come
it's
out.
not. I'm not saying that that you shouldn't
Fucking
love them,
unicorn.
but like everything
That is the
about them.
stupidest thing. Who does that? And then
love
yet
And then they make it
people
work.
love
But
it.
like everything about them shouldn't work. Like they're a beautiful disaster.
Yep.
That's the term I would use for them.
And then them walking out with the whole XW, for our fallen comrade,
Like it. I like it a lot.
But I give that match a 1 out of 5. It
Yeah,
sucked.
this is the turning point to where I started to fall asleep. Like literally.
No,
fall asleep.
because the next one was the Divas match.
Oh god.
Which was
Yeah, I
terrible.
was completely asleep. for
It
that. I missed
lasted
it.
a good long time. Lasted longer than I thought a Divas match would go. And it was good, but it wasn't the best. I'm just getting sick of seeing
Man.
Nikki Bella and Charlotte go
But
at
This
it.
Diva Revolution was such a fucking
It
wasted
started off
opportunity.
great, but it just ended terrible.
Because
But
like
here's the thing, though. This match had to happen so we don't have to see Nikki Bella anymore.
Well, she's going off with John Cena now,
yeah,
so that's
see?
good.
So we don't have to
She's
worry
gone
about
until,
seeing
like-
her. So
We
I'm
have
thinking-
until January.
So this is the real turning point in the Divas Revolution. Nikki Bella is completely out of the picture.
So the Bellas are probably out.
Yeah, as
so,
as
but then
shitty as
like,
that
is it just
was-
gonna be like
It's probably gonna be
bad
Charlotte.
bad versus PCB?
It's gonna be we'll get to this
Yeah,
tomorrow.
well, yeah.
Or not tomorrow.
We'll get to it.
To the Raw, we'll explain what happened on Raw. But other than that, the match was terrible and kind of boring.
Not up to par to other Divas matches that they've.
I will say this about Charlotte. She's not my favorite diva, but she's pretty impressive to watch. She does some shit.
Athletically,
I like
wise,
I like
totally.
her spear. I like the spear that she
The
does.
wraparound spear.
Yeah.
No, I like the backflip off the turnbuckle. That was. I don't like her her weird like figure 4, figure 8.
I think Nikki Bella just needs to
Go away.
She's like
Or
John.
go do, like, a
she
porno
is
or something.
literally like John Cena.
She's evil.
Her matches she uses the same moves, just like John Cena used to do.
Yeah, you can say that about the whole Divas division, technically.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks actually.
Well, Sasha Banks.
I
is
love
an
watching
exception.
Sasha Banks.
Fuck Sasha.
Sasha for champ.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch Revolution.
Becky Lynch. I
Stupid.
love watching Becky Lynch.
Both of you are
I
stupid.
love Paige.
The Silent
Paige is
Revolution.
alright. Paige is just a manly man though.
Whoa, whoa,
She,
whoa.
she
Where are
uses
you
more
getting-
kicks and punches. I just
Hey, man, we're gonna fight in this
You're
segment.
saying girls can't kick
and
and
then
or
same
punch?
with Charlotte, and then Natalia.
Or
Who?
the most not even the most forgettable. Fucking
Fox. Fox.
Alicia Fox.
No, Zamina.
Who?
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, the
See,
yeah,
most forgettable.
yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty bad. But moving on, after that, it was the WWE Championship with Seth Rollins versus Kane. I'm just happy Seth Rollins beat Kane without
Clean.
any help. Just beat him. It was nice to see Seth Rollins on his own doing it.
I wanted them to
'Cause he
keep
has
the gimmick
skill.
going. I wanted to see the gimmick
oh
of
my
like
God.
I wanted like
I
Kane
wish-
to come up on the projection and be like,
yes.
good job, Seth Rollins, on keeping the championship. I'm back here and I'm proud of you. And then later it's a promo of him going back there and Kane's just like, good job on that match out there.
Yeah, I totally was hoping that
I was
gonna
hoping
like-
there was actually two Kanes.
Or that they got a really convincing double to wrestle as Kane, and then Kane walks out of his
Yes.
suit at the end of the match like, congratulations, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, that would have been
I
great,
knew you had it,
but-
buddy. I knew you had it.
But now that it's actually happened, what I hope happens is that like corporate Kane is just completely gone, and only Demon Kane, he just randomly comes
we'll
up. and just
explain what
fucks-
happened on Raw.
Oh my! I haven't seen Raw, by the way. He's gonna explain to me, so hopefully my predictions are right.
And then, so that was a good match, clean. And then after that, it was the IC Championship.
Yeah,
Thank
I was
God
definitely asleep for this
it
shit.
ended.
I was getting there. I was almost.
Everyone knew Kevin Owens was going to keep it.
Oh yeah.
And Ryback just needs to leave. His contract is up next year.
Like next year, like in January, or next year, like.
Next year. Like, I meant like in 2016.
Well, I mean, like at the beginning.
I,
Like,
I
as
don't
soon-
know when,
Okay.
but it's in 2016 because he asked for a bus, and they were like, "Well, we're still in negotiations with your contract."
A bus?
Like
Because
his own private
yeah,
bus.
a lot of people like Randy Orton, John Cena. A lot of people have buses.
You're
on
not
there.
like.
Yeah, you're not that big. Like, calm down, bro.
Like he wanted.
Like I'd like to
one,
see what a Ryback bus would look like.
but I just
the
thought that
Rybus,
was kind
the
of funny.
Rybus.
I just thought that was kind of funny. I'm like, "Ooh."
Rybus or bust.
I hope they don't sign his contract again because he's boring to watch.
I like him. They just haven't. I don't think they've
He's
used
just
him in
boring.
They,
His
because
mic
they
skills are
haven't-
terrible.
They haven't used him in a creative way yet. They've always booked him as big monster guy coming to run.
They need to
trains
put
for
him with
people.
what they could do is a Brock Lesnar with him. Give him a nice manager.
I mean, I could see that,
Zeb
but
Coulter.
it's too
Zeb
late.
Coulter.
It's too
You know
late.
what?
Would Alberto make a new faction?
That's what I like about Bray Wyatt is like Bray Wyatt is like the wrestling answer to a manager because he can like managers are made to develop your character.
Mm-hmm.
Bray Wyatt can develop your character without being your manager by beating the shit out of you. Remember
Yeah.
when he came up, Dean, and was like, you're just like me. We're two peas in the same pod, but I'm just accepting who I am and you're denying it. Dean was like, no, you can't tell me who I am. That was so cool. Like
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt is like the best.
But he's a
manager.
wrestler, though.
Exactly, that's what makes him even better. I wish Paul Heyman would wrestle.
Nope. Nope. Totally not.
So I mean, Kevin Owens won, of
Obviously.
course. So I'm
Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my head.
So I'm glad that's
It hurts so
finally
bad.
over. And then we get to the moment we've all been waiting for.
Not all of us.
They've been hyping it up
I've
for
been waiting
so long. It was actually a good match, though.
It was actually pretty good.
Wow. Finally.
It dragged on
blood.
a little bit towards the end.
We saw blood. Oh my god.
It's
I can
saw
watch
lots
another
of
20
blood.
minutes of that match.
Oh, easily.
Yes, it was getting to be so good.
I was surprised the Undertaker held up as well as he did.
He did.
Like, I feel like he wasn't expecting like a real match when he fought Brock Lesnar the last time. He's like, all right, this time you gotta fucking train
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
fight Brock Lesnar. Because last time he was like, "Ugh, ugh."
He looked for this match. He looked in the best shape that he's looked in his
He
recent
did look
matches.
a little bit better.
Definitely looked like he was up to the challenge.
And he was fighting, that he was doing very well.
Yeah, it wasn't one-sided at all.
No.
It was complete back and forth.
You know, Brock Lesnar, I feel like anytime Brock Lesnar fights, he's going to be bleeding.
Yeah.
You know, he's always bleeding. I think he was bleeding on SummerSlam at SummerSlam.
Yeah, he was. He's always Always bleeding.
WrestleMania, I think he was bleeding.
He was bleeding at
It's
WrestleMania.
always the ring post.
Yeah.
How does he hit this ring post?
Well,
Everyone else hits it, but when he hits it...
Well, I think he's doing some dirty shit. I think he's
I
bleeding.
like that. I know Vince doesn't like it. Vince is
No.
getting mad about it because he came out
Yeah.
that he did not like that. He's like...
Fuck
it's
Vince
supposed to be-
McMahon. He's ruined WWE.
He's like, it's supposed to be PG, guys. You can't be bleeding. We have a no blood policy.
Like, how is blood PG? Like, the shit that's inside your fucking
They
body.
have no blood
is
policy, that's
Stupid.
why.
Well, you know.
It's
And then
fucking
I just
wrestling.
like how Vince was like, send the doctor out. And then Brock was like, fuck this
Dude,
doctor.
that was
no,
cool.
he fucking like threw him
He
like
threw him out.
like I didn't even see the guy fly off screen. Like I saw Brock Lesnar.
That's because I don't
pick
think
him
they
up.
wanted to show it.
I saw-
No, he like pushed him.
Well, I saw him release, and then the guy disappeared.
Yeah,
like he went into a different dimension.
They didn't want to show it. I don't think they wanted to
threw
show
him
I don't
into
think
the
that
crowd.
was part of the plan.
That guy was probably pissed off.
Like,
He's
man.
probably so happy. If Brock pushed me, I'll be happy to be like,
yeah,
awesome. But it was a good match. I don't
Definitely, I've
understand
never
the-
seen somebody rip up the ring
I
to the
didn't-
fucking wood.
I didn't really understand that. I'm like, oh, all right.
Like, why is he tearing it up? And then he removed the padding, and it was just straight wood.
I was like,
yeah, but then
Fuck,
like
that shit would hurt.
Brock, but he went to go do the tombstone pile driver because he doesn't hit people's head on the fucking mat anymore. It was just like up here.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh come on.
It was really noticeable, but the
And,
concept
like,
to me
they
was
try
fun.
to do the cut, but that just draw more
Yeah.
attention to it.
and he
Oh my God.
and of course he kicks out of them like, and then of course when when Brock Lesnar hits Undertaker with his F5, he doesn't kick out. I'm like,
I was thinking, I was like, when he was ripping the pads, I was like, no. Because I remember, like, when I read, like, I was, like, learning about how wrestling was fake, like, how they make the things, you know.
Oh, you would see like the inner workings.
Yeah, I was like, no, they're going to see the springboards, and they're going to see everything, Brock.
Well, you
you're
kinda
gonna
did
see
because-
some guy under there clapping every time they hit him. No.
Because he removed that little padding that was on top, so he kind of did.
You're breaking the
you know?
illusion, Brock Lesnar.
I liked it though. I
There's
liked it.
padding there.
No.
Like, I'm glad this feud is over just because, like, The Undertaker was such a cool part of my childhood. And I'm sick of seeing Brock Lesnar go up. It just literally beat my childhood to death every time.
I need
No.
to see the Undertaker
No.
win.
Like,
one
I
more
need to
time.
see him do something
That's
cool.
it.
No,
Just
please, I
one
swear, I do not
more.
want to see them fight.
No,
No,
Not
not
Brock
them, not
Lesnar.
them. I want him to see, like,
I want him to have at least one more win.
Yeah.
Like I'm sick
Oh.
of seeing him be
like maybe him versus, like, Bray Wyatt, and then he, like, retires.
Technically, he did win at SummerSlam.
No, that doesn't fucking count. I want a real match.
I think he is scheduled to be showing up more appearances, and he's getting paid a little bit more money to make more appearances. So
No, he needs to retire. He's old.
he's got
Well,
he's got more in him.
because they set up that he's going to be doing something because the
At
Wyatt
Survivor
family,
Series.
the Wyatt
He's
family
at
took him
Survivor
away.
Series. Yeah.
They straight up, like, Hills Have Eyes, like,
real. So
he's
deliverance him
he's
without
gonna
all the
be-
booty rape.
Most likely, he's gonna be fighting the Wyatts.
That was some creepy shit. Can we talk about how weird that
I
was?
I liked it, but I just liked how they all four came out there
yeah,
this
it was
time.
all of them.
Finally, we have a good like faction.
Yeah.
You know, I'm getting sick of like no factions other than
New
like
Day.
Shield.
That doesn't count.
I do like New Day though. They need to add a fourth member though.
Yeah, I love that.
I would like to see who.
Mark Henry.
No.
God, no. The Big Show.
Oh my God! Add someone
No,
white.
Bo Dallas. No, Bo Dallas for New Day.
Bo Dallas would kind of
Bo Dallas would be great for New
Bo
Day.
Dallas would
I
fit.
can
But I
see
want him
that.
just like, you know, like
Well, a different, like, give him a different
just
gimmick.
straight up
though.
robe.
Yeah.
All robe.
Like, give him a different gimmick for that. Like, have him become the leader.
Bo Day.
Dude, I'd watch it.
Bo Day.
I'd watch
I would say that, but I like how it would be a white guy in there.
this token white
Yeah,
guy.
but then it would be kind of weird if he was like the ringleader of them. Like that might have some racial implications.
Yeah.
WWE wasn't
Yeah,
like.
you don't want to do that.
That would be
Totally
weird.
don't want to do that.
Who else? I'm like trying to think of another like black guy that could put in there.
Whoa, dude.
Now you're saying only black guys can be in there. Didn't they sign like why don't you just put the Asian guy that they just WWE just signed?
What Asian guy?
They just sign some guy like a couple months ago?
Sign an Asian chick.
I could have sworn there was some
that
dude
was
they
an
signed.
Asian chick, bro.
I don't
You're
know.
sexist. That was pretty weird though at the end. You know, but
And then like even worse, like first I have to watch my childhood get beaten
And then I
to
have to
dust,
watch
and then I
them-
have to watch like hillbillies come
I
and
was
like kidnap
hoping
them.
that someone was gonna come out
And
and
save it.
save the Undertaker.
I thought someone
So
was
then
gonna save it.
Undertaker can be like a giant like brooding brute with like a little best friend like a lion and a
No,
mouse.
so I just want to know, what did the Undertaker do to like make it that no one comes out to save him?
Who the fuck wants to help the Undertaker?
Like,
you would think.
Is he a dick back there?
He's an icon.
Is he? That's what I'm saying. He's an icon. Is he like a douche?
He's like a solo. Like, nobody wants to be friends with the Undertaker.
But think about it. Think what he was up against. Like, if you're one guy and
Brock
you're like,
Lesnar could have came back out there.
No.
Let me go out and help an already beaten to the ground Undertaker to fight off 4 other giant men. Nah.
Yeah, he could have came back out there. Brock
Fuck
Lesnar
no.
could have come back out there.
Yeah, he could have, but he didn't because he just beat Undertaker's ass.
Yeah.
Why would he come back out? He's got no reason to. And he was
Alberto
already
Del Rio.
the savior of mankind.
Bo Dallas.
God damn it.
I know what it's like to have all of these white men oppress you.
Oh, but that was Hell in a Cell. I'll give it.
It wasn't the best.
They had
pay-per-view.
2 good matches.
Yeah, 2 good matches out of all
And that
of
was
them.
both
And
the
they're
Hell in a
both
Cell.
Cells.
It was the Hell in a Cell matches, which I guess the name.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those pay-per-views that they really don't need to have. Like, I like Hell in a Cell better.
When it's just
where,
like every once in a blue moon.
Yeah. But
I
like
like it.
expecting it, I can't.
No,
And
I
And
like
I'm
it.
like, I don't like. It doesn't feel like Hell in a Cell just don't feel like they just
It
feel
doesn't
like
feel- it doesn't
it's a
feel
regular
special.
match in a cage, which I guess is what a Hell in a Cell really is. But it should feel special, and it doesn't anymore.
Exactly.
Because they're not doing anything to make it special, like getting on top of the cage, or like when Edge speared Undertaker through, like, and the cage came down. But I guess we're gonna move on to Raw.
So what happened?
All right, so to kick off Raw was, of course, the Authority. They kicked off Raw, and
I like them doing that. I see you shaking your
love
head
it
over
when they
there. I like
No,
them
it's like
opening up Raw.
I like the fact that I hate the Authority. Like, they do a good job of making me hate them because like every time I hear the Authority, I'm like, oh, you guys suck. I hate you. But I'm supposed to feel that way, so it's good.
I like the Authority because, of course, they're like, oh, here comes our champ, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins comes out there. He's so happy. He's like, I got the belt.
That fucking
I got rid of
bastard.
Kane, and then he's so happy. He's like, I can take on the world. He's literally has beaten everyone back there.
I wouldn't say he's really beaten Brock Lesnar.
Nah,
He survived Brock Lesnar.
That's a fair statement.
Yeah.
So, and then he's happy. And then, of course, the Authority was like, well, there has to be a number 1 contender. So let's take all the winners from Hell in a Cell, have them face each other. So there's going to be 4 matches. 2 on 2, 2, 2. Right? You following me with this? So it's all the winners from last night from Hell in a Cell. And then they would go on to a fatal 4-way at the end of the night. The winners will.
To determine
That's
number
pretty
1
cool.
contender.
The number
I
1
liked
contender.
it. I think it was a cool idea. Something that they haven't done.
Because it's
in a while.
people
I
who
like
haven't fought
when they
each
do
other.
interesting, like when they make Raw like interesting to watch. So you see that as opposed to like, all right, Raw, we're gonna make people.
We're gonna
wrestle.
make Neville, Sheamus.
We're gonna have the same
fight
people.
Sheamus.
Fucking
Same
everybody's gonna
people
fight
fighting.
the same people again.
So-
And it makes sense. It makes sense for the winners to fight each other to earn a spot as a number 1 contender, as opposed to them just be like, just throw this person in there.
you had a match, you won, good job. Now get back in the fucking locker room. Like
Yeah.
I like when they make your victories actually mean
Yeah, I
something.
mean, everybody that night was fighting for that spot, so it made it so much more interesting than it has been.
Now I'm
by
gonna tell you the
far.
first match, and then you probably already know who's the number 1 contender.
I mean, you guys told me
Yeah, we
earlier.
did.
Yeah.
So it was Roman Reigns versus Kofi.
Oh god.
That was actually a really good match.
Like I just imagine like Koski's like giant smile and just Roman Reigns just knock his fucking
he
teeth
did
out.
a great job. Actually,
Surprisingly, they have really good chemistry together. Like, I didn't expect
he
that.
did. Kofi did really good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a bad wrestler.
Yeah,
I just
I'm
like
not-
because every time I see him, he's just like he is.
It lasted longer than I expected.
Yeah.
And it was really good. Like I give it a 3 out of 5. Like I really liked. I watched it. And I was so like I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I was
Because it
excited.
would have been. There's moments in there where you think, "Holy shit, Kofi's really about to beat Roman
I know.
Reigns."
And you're like, woo! And then of course you're like, oh wait, it's Roman Reigns. He's gonna win.
yeah, and then you realize, oh,
what am I
WWE
thinking?
really
It's
likes Roman
it's
Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
But the
he's gonna
possibility
win.
was there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what.
And of course
what
he had
kept you
Biggie out there. They came out there, unicorn it. And I like how they do the The unicorn.
I hope
Did
they
we
make
just
like
touch unicorn horns?
We did.
Fuck yeah.
I hope they make like a unicorn special move.
Did you see the shirt? Oh, I want
The
that shirt.
shirt. Dude, the
Oh
shirt
my
is-
god.
Dude, that
good.
shirt is. If you haven't seen it, go look it up and then go buy that
Please,
shirt.
yes.
Oh,
it's
I
the
want
best
it. I
shirt.
think I'm gonna get it.
We should make a Project Arc unicorn shirt, but then have just Andrew be the unicorn
I'm
with
not
just
writing him.
with just a really angry face, just
I
like the
would
most
love that.
disappointed face ever.
I would love that. All right, so,
So, of course, Roman Reigns
won.
Took it.
And then after that, it was Kevin Owens versus Cesaro.
Oh, Kevin Owens won that one.
It was a really good match.
Wait, did he?
Yeah, he won.
Of course, he fucking won.
It was actually a great match. I really liked watching it. They both did a great job. Again,
Just
they were
said-
fighting for the number
Can-
one spot.
Can Cesaro swing Kevin Owens?
He tried.
He tried, but Kevin Owens
So
is
he-
so
so he-
smart that he held on.
Is
to
it
the
he's
rope.
so smart? Or is that he's so fat?
He held on to the rope. He held onto the rope, and so he. It was actually a good match. You know, they both did very well. I think they had a good chemistry. I was,
Yeah.
oh my
And
god.
this isn't the first time they fought. They fought
No.
a bunch of times before, and even then, their chemistry
thi-
was good.
this
It's a
last-
good rivalry.
it was
Because
like-
Because I feel like
yeah.
the reason they fight so much is I feel like they're friends in real life.
hey, you know,
Well,
Because
Kevin-
I saw like like them talking together in that three thing. They seem to get along really well, and I was like, that's weird.
You know, it was a lot better. I liked watching Kevin Owens fight Cesaro more than Kevin Owens fight Ryback.
yeah, it was a really good.
Because
match.
Cesaro always mixes it up. Like
Push Cesaro.
yes,
Cesaro for
everyone
champ.
wants that.
Cesaro
Everybody
for
but me. I think he's like vanilla.
Cesaro versus
Give him
Seth
a manager.
Rollins.
People need managers.
I'll be the manager.
WWE hasn't had like a lot of managers.
They need more
recently.
managers because half of them can't use a mic.
You know,
Roman Reigns can't use a mic. Cesaro can't
Yeah,
use
but
a
do you,
mic.
but okay, but think about it. Do you really want every wrestler who can't speak for have a manager to talk
Yes.
to
because
them?
that would be 50% of the wrestlers.
Yeah,
but-
then that would be like I don't want like fucking like a goddamn
Like,
clown car of managers.
Every
running around.
time Roman Reigns, like I think he came out there during the Authority and Seth Rollins, he grabs like he gets the mic, and every time like I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
oh, don't Roman! Like
Every
I have to look
time.
away because I feel like
Every
he's
time
going to
he
fuck
says-
up.
Like what they should do is just make him a man of few words, or he just doesn't say a lot. He just like says like 2 or 3 sentences and that's it.
Well, he didn't say a lot in the opening, which was good. But what he did say wasn't really that great. And he you could tell he freestyled that off the top, and it didn't happen like he thought it would happen. Like it played out differently in
I'm
his head.
trying to like think what he
Like
said.
when I think of
It was
Roman
something
Reigns,
ridiculous.
I think of that movie, The King's Speech, like the leader of the King's Speech, where it's about like I think he's like the prime minister, he's a king or something, but he has like a speech impediment.
Yeah.
It's just to hire like I think it's like I don't remember, it might have been Dave.
Someone to
Dave
help
Lewis.
him, yeah.
So like that's who I think of every time I
Like,
see Roman Reigns.
It was something like along the lines of like he's always like, man, you call yourself the champ?
Like the funny
I'm like, oh, that's so
the
like.
funny thing is like the big knock on him in the beginning was like you're not very charismatic. You need to step up the charisma.
It's
and
too
now he's
much.
overdoing it.
It's too
Like
much.
dial it in. You overcompensated.
It's just so awkward when he's like,
He is
man, you calling
Man.
yourself the champ? You got these guys back here backing you up. Believe that I'm gonna beat you.
But the good thing
That's
is
it.
that at least he can back it up. That's all I'll say.
At least he's fun to fight.
He's-
That's why
he's fun to watch.
He's sometimes fun to watch.
He's fun to watch wrestle, not fun to watch talk.
And so,
or listen to
of
talk.
course,
Listen.
Kevin Owens won, and then after that, it went to the Bellas versus PCB.
There's Bellas again.
I really put who cares. I don't know where. Because it was so stupid, but at
Wait,
the,
so was it like Nikki and Brie Bella
I think
again?
it was just.
I think it was-
in all three of them.
Yeah.
It was three.
Oh my
three
god,
again.
why?
But there was something good that came out of it.
Was it if it's not Becky Lynch, really, I don't care.
Well, kind
Paige
of went
beat the
off.
shit out of them.
She beat them up like a man
Who?
would beat somebody up. Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
yeah.
She betrayed them again.
Which is
No,
weird.
but hardcore.
Yeah, it was
What?
weird.
Like, oh,
Like she
what?
fucked them up.
It was
Like,
weird. It was weird.
I
It
think
was
Paige's
weird.
thing has just become like fucking flip flopping. Cause like she did the same thing with AJ. She's like, "Oh, I'm your biggest fan," and then she fucking beat her. And they're like, "Okay, no, we're friends again." But no, I'm gonna betray
What
you
I
again.
think it's not her. I think it's the writers. I think the writers
Yeah.
were like, let's make her with them, and then
No,
like,
they don't like that. Let's turn her back. No, they don't like that either. Let's put her back. No, they don't like that either. Let's put her back.
Let's get her.
It's the WWE fans.
And then they were like, wait, I don't like this either. We can't put Natalya with them. You know what? Let's put Paige with them again. Yeah. And then they're like, what if Natalya got hurt and Paige switches back? It's stupid.
This is what should have happened the first time she turned on them.
Yeah, she should have done it like this, not like done that stupid.
I don't mean. Yeah, I should be champion, Charlie, not you. Yeah. Look, all I'm saying is like we need the Becky Revolution right now.
Fuck off.
Yes, I agree with you. I like Becky.
This is like Becky's she should have done this in front of Ric Flair.
Actually.
And then like staring at Ric Flair. Yeah. But like hit me.
It was a good moment for
and then they go on a wooing contest. Woo! You know, because she kind of no.
You know what would be even better for the Divas division? So you know how they had the big Divas Revolution with the new teams? We were like, oh, that's exciting, but they kind of lost that opportunity. Like, bring Vicky Guerrero back.
Oh God!
And then just like I'm mixing up the teams and just mix and match the teams so none of them get along and just have them fight each other.
Bring like Lita back or Trish as like the Divas manager.
Oh, that would be good.
Like bring back an old diva.
Definitely Trish.
Back. And have them like do what Becky did. Have her be the Divas person.
And no more old ladies in mud. I didn't like that.
That was
either.
Gross. I'm glad that was the last time I see that.
Yeah,
that must have been depressing to go out of WWE.
Right.
Like covered in literally shit.
So that was pretty much like the stupid Divas thing. Yeah. And then after that, it was Neville versus Del Rio.
It sounds like it has an opportunity to be really
good. I feel like they probably didn't deliver the way you're saying it.
It was actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
It was average. I'll give it a 2 out of 5.
They both seem pretty
2.5 out of 5. It wasn't
energetic
bad,
guys.
but it wasn't like super duper good.
I'll say Del Rio won this time on a different signature move, which was something you don't see all the time.
Yeah.
You usually see like
what is his other signature move?
He like did some like
you know how what's her name? Sasha Banks does like the knees so that she like put the people up between turnbuckle and she goes down on her knees. Okay, that sounds bad.
I want her to use this special on me.
So that's kind of like what he did, except he didn't use his knees.
What did he use?
His feet. He kind of did like
you made it sound really ambiguous. Like he just fucking headbutts you right into the fucking chest.
He did like the Finn Balor thing and just
okay.
It was cool to see him bring out something else. So you can see that he's kind of versatile.
Mm-hmm. I like watching Alberto, you know, and so he won. So of course we have the U.S. champ and now the IC champ or the IC champ and the U.S. champ.
That was a little weird for me.
Up there now in the finals, and then after that it was the losers had to fight each other from Hell in a Cell.
So it was the salt round.
Yeah, so it was Barrett. It was Barrett, Sheamus, Rusev versus Dolph.
Yeah, it was Dolph Ziggler.
No, because Dolph Ziggler fought the other winner.
This is how forgettable this match was. It was Team Europe against somebody.
Wait, there's a Team Europe?
Sheamus.
Oh King my Barry. God, it is Team. Well, isn't he's from? Oh, I guess that is Europe. Yeah,
that's Europe, dude.
Yeah,
Team Europe.
Oh, Ryback and the Dudleys.
Oh yeah, it was Ryback and the Dudleys.
It was Ryback and the Dudleys, and of course it was a stupid match, and of course they won. Sheamus and all of them won.
Team Europe.
Oh, yeah, Team
Making
Europe won.
Thing.
It was stupid.
Team Europe.
I would like them as a faction, to be honest.
Team Europe.
I do
Team
like
Europe.
that one. You know, while watching it, they actually did well together.
Yeah, they worked.
They had very good
together.
chemistry, and that's
like I was trying to think of another name, and then I threw out the word Axis in my mind. I'm like, no, don't do that. Nope, that's bad.
And I'm trying. Oh, it was Dolph Ziggler. The last match, second to last match before the main event, was Dolph Ziggler versus Biggie. The other side of New Day.
Seems one-sided.
That seems actually really because like Dolph Ziggler is like a really good wrestler,
and of course it was a good match.
And like that,
it was a good match.
It'd be really fun. I actually really like Biggie as a wrestler. Like
Biggie was actually
he's starting to grow on me as a wrestler.
He's like actually fun to watch. You know, New Day's actually really fun to watch. You know, Biggie was he was doing good. I thought he was gonna. Actually, I didn't think he was gonna win it. I had a feeling that Ziggler was going to win it. Too.
I feel like they've pushed Ziggler out of the spotlight a lot recently. Like, he was gone for a while because he was filming a movie, but then
your boy Tyler Breeze was on the ringside too.
That's right, with Summer Rae.
And we didn't talk about Tyler Breeze making his debut.
No,
last week.
fuck, we're not. Fuck that guy.
I like Tyler Breeze. I can do a whole segment about Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze, if you watch him at NXT, he is very good.
I'm sure he's a good wrestler.
He's a great wrestler.
I'm sure he is.
He's great on the mic.
I don't care how good. I hate his gimmick.
His gimmick is stupid, but he is very charismatic. He can use the mic. He can wrestle. Like, he's fun to watch, you know. I like him.
He just reminds me too much of The Miz.
A little bit.
He's like Miz 2.0.
He's like Miz to the max.
He's like Miz, but he's like.
What if they made like put
Miz
them on a
was stupid
team?
though. The thing about Miz is he was like stupid. He was goofy, stupid. You know?
I mean, Tyler Breeze is goofy, stupid.
I don't think Tyler Breeze is more of serious.
But the fact that if you make him serious makes him even more dumb than like
it's
Miz.
weird because he's like serious. Like Miz is like he's goofy. Like Tyler Breeze is not goofy. Like he's serious.
But that
Miz
makes
Tyler
it
Breeze on
worse.
a
Like
team.
when
That
you
would
try
be
to make something stupid
Dolph
serious, it makes it
Ziggler,
even
Tyler
more dumb.
Breeze,
And Miz.
or like call him like I don't want to sound gay, but because they're the good-looking guys out of.
Right? Yeah, sure.
I hate
Keep
you
going.
guys.
No. I wanted to see where this goes.
Moving on.
We're going with Tyler. Say it into the mic. Say it.
Well, Tyler Breeze does call himself. What?
You're gonna call them the Pretty Boys, weren't you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I knew it was
Not-
there.
Like not gay. Like they have a rep.
I mean, he does go out there and like
they have a
pink
rep
boas,
for being
flamboyant.
and
Sure.
the ladies men or the ladies guys.
I would have just called them. I would have just wait.
Yes.
So why don't you just call them like the superstars since they all think they're big deals?
For a second, I thought you were gonna be like, "Yeah, we'll just call them the Lady Boys." Like,
Lady
I thought
Boys.
that's where
That would
this was
probably
going.
fit better too.
That would be a good fact.
The lady men.
But Ziggler won, and it went to. Oh no, there was another segment, and you'll like this. It was a little segment.
Please don't tell me it was Dan and Bryan.
Bray came out there and he talked about Undertaker, about his plan. He's like, I need to. The more I suck Undertaker's dick, the like powerful I get. He literally doesn't it sound like that?
It's like I was gonna suck the life out of him.
Yeah, he's like,
and
well-
gain his essence.
Yeah.
Like that kind
Dude,
of
It
shit.
sounded-
Bray's so cool.
It sounded
like
it sounded so
I like
gay.
to believe
Yeah.
that Bray Wyatt's like actually like a fucking like demonic like there was some like weird backwater ritual that happened in like Alabama where he got possessed by like some like southern demon and he has these crazy powers. So
he
he's
has
like
his rocking chair back though.
Yeah, I saw that.
He has his
got
rocking chair back. Remember Dean Ambrose?
Dean Ambrose burned
destroyed it like
he fucked
last
that
year.
chair up.
So he has it back and he's like in the middle of the ring with it.
But is it like taped up and shit?
No.
It's just so it's just on a whole new chair. Oh,
Brandon.
fuck,
He
that's
makes a
dumb.
speech about Undertaker, and then all of a sudden, guess who comes out? Kane. Kane comes
I
out
was
there,
so excited when that
and
happened.
then like you just see the fire, and Kane comes out there. So you know he takes off his like Bray takes off his hat, and he's getting ready for a fight. And of course, it goes black. All four of them are there now. The Wyatt family. is
it's
there.
a trap.
And then that's what.
And then it goes black and there's 4 Canes.
And then Corporate Game shows up. And so,
I've cloned myself into an army of demon Canes.
and so of course they're like, it's a trap, you know, and they beat the shit out of Kane.
Poor Kane.
And they do the same thing they did with Undertaker, but to Kane. They
They-
drag his body out.
Oh my god.
Just like the same way. And Bray Wyatt's sitting there smiling and laughing.
They're gonna suck off his essence too.
Yeah.
Do
They
you know
wanna
what'd be
suck his
awesome
dick,
is like
too.
each night they just carry someone off and then you don't see him until it gets to the point where there's just like a few wrestlers, like a fucking zombie apocalypse. There's only a couple wrestlers left, so they have to fight the Wyatts. But then the other wrestlers come back as like possessed Wyatt family members, and to get them out of it, you have to pin them, and then they snap out of it.
It'd make for a good Survivor Series match.
Oh,
Right? If you think about it.
oh, that'd be so good. I just think of wrestling too much like a fucking cartoon show. That's my
Like you,
problem.
like you have to beat like the Wyatts and Kane and Undertaker on one team.
Well, it's like a huge one-sided team. Like you have like 12 people, and then like
Versus
3.
John
But then
Cena.
every time you beat somebody, they go to your team.
That would be some shit. I broke the Wyatt spell by pinning them for 3 seconds.
I'm waiting for the Authority
That
to
would be the
versus
weakest
Wyatt's.
spell.
This is the worst demon ever.
Like, how cool would that be? Like, you know, the Wyatts is taking, like, everyone, and then the Authority was like, Rollins, you're on the case. So Rollins has to go and recruit people.
So it's like Rollin and the Scooby Gang.
Yes,
just go.
and of course, he recruits Shield. They haven't been taken. So he
Yeah.
recruits, like, Roman and Dean, and then he recruits, like, who else could he be recruiting? can't recruit John Cena.
It's not going to be all baby faces. You're going to have to at least throw one heel in the mix.
Rusev.
Just to mix it up. Yeah, it's going to be somebody like Rusev
And like,
or
every
Kevin
time,
Owens.
every
It's like
time they
Kevin
find a
Owens,
clue,
isn't it?
Rusev Cross just breaks the clue.
No, it's like Kevin Owens, and then like Kevin Owens, like in the middle of it, does his.
Yeah, and he runs away.
And like he does that.
No, like instead of like Jinkies, I found it's like, oh, I sense a clue around here.
No,
Oh.
he does that. And so like he's walking away, and then all of a sudden the Wyatt family possess him, and so he
fuck.
joins the Wyatt family.
Dude, instead of making fucking Scooby Doo things, they need to make this fucking show.
Yeah,
like
it.
they need to make like a fucking like high school like comedy Teen Titans thing for wrestling.
And so like they all snap out of it, of course, at the last minute, and then they turn on the Wyatt family.
I would honestly like.
Wait,
to
are we
see...
talking about like a fan thing still, or this actually happened?
No, fan thing.
Okay.
No, no. Yeah, they just drag Kane out, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then
I just wanted to make sure we came back to the realm of reality.
And of course, now we're on the main event. We're back in reality now. So we're at the main event. It's Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens versus Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler. And Seth Rollins is on the side watching.
Which sounds like an awesome fatal 4-way.
It was a great fatal 4-way. It was actually really good. I really liked that.
Like when you were telling me that I didn't miss much on Raw, you made it sound really uneventful.
You really didn't miss much though.
Dude, you make it sound really like I really want to fucking see it. Like it seems like a really fucking fun Raw.
They actually had really good matches. They really did have good matches this
Of
time.
course, the one I don't fucking see.
So the main event was really good. I was so happy. Like they all did amazing. I love Roman Reigns is how he finished it.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Kevin Owens, he's doing his pop-up powerbomb on Roman Reigns, and like right when he like throws him up in the air, and Roman's like, nope, boom, and hit him right in the face in midair.
Oh,
Superman
that
punch in
sounds
the
awesome.
fucking
That
air.
reminds me of when Randy Orton fucking like threw Seth Rollins up in the air and RKO'd
It was
him.
kind of
Yeah,
like that,
it
but it was
on
just
par
so
with that.
dope how like Kevin Owens just takes Roman, throws him up in the air, and then Roman's like, nope, boom, and just punched him in midair.
It's a good stuff.
And then of course Roman Reigns wins it, and
Did he just like walk over and look at Seth Rollins right in his face?
and then they just look at each other, almost kissing,
Nice.
That's cute.
And that was about it. And then of course Seth Rollins is freaking out. I beat him before, I can beat him again.
It's really the first time that it feels like he really earned it. Even when he won the Royal Rumble, it felt like it was a gift, But after all the shit that he's been through, and now climbing through even more shit, it feels like, okay, now I can get behind this title push. It makes it's a lot more interesting now.
Like I know they're not going to, but there's like a tiny sliver in like the darkest part of my soul. It's like give it to Roman.
I just
Reigns.
don't. I didn't.
it's not gonna happen, but
I couldn't think of anyone else winning Survivor Series.
yeah.
We'll be back next week for Raw. We'll discuss maybe what happens on SmackDown. I highly doubt anything's gonna
Hopefully
happen.
the
on SmackDown.
Braves get another victim for their zombie
We
cult.
don't know.
Team Wyatt.
Team Wyatt, guys. So we'll see you next week on the Turnbuckle.